I'll be honest, I was gonna have an intro for this, but I got lost in how chill the song was. Anyways, welcome everyone to Tier List Tuesday. I did this multiple years before, and then like a year or two afterwards. But it's been a long time since then. And ever since, I figured why not just do another one of these. Since this has been a new era for me. I think the first time I did this, it was even before I had the PNG tuber. And the one after that was before I became a VTuber. And now this will be one where I have officially become a VTuber. I'm gonna be going through some tier lists that I haven't done before, and some that I have done before, just to see if my opinion has changed over the years. And I have a list of suggestions that some friends of mine had made, and some that I thought I'd revisit, just because I felt like it. Most of the ones that have been suggested have been from my friend Will, who, if you have viewed some of these streams before, you might recognize him. And one that he had suggested before is a tier list of characters from Five Nights at Freddy's. Now I just gotta find a good one of these. I don't know if I can include the ones from... I don't know if I can include like the big list, because I've only played Security Breach, the first 5 ones, and a little bit of Pizzeria Simulator. So I'm gonna have to find one that would be a good balance. No, I don't want to go with one that's named random FNAF characters. That shows like only 11 random ones. 1 through Security Breach. Would that work? Yeah, I guess it could. Or there's every FNAF character tier list. That could also work. I like the ranking of it. You can't see it yet, but I like the ranking of this. Not just like the letters, but it has tags next to them. You can't see it yet. Actually, let me just switch to that real quick. But now that I think about it, I think I should just make this more simple and get rid of the top one. And then add another one for the ones that I know nothing about. Okay, get rid of that. Can you just let me name this one? Okay. Alright. So what are we starting off with? We're starting off with Chica. I would say, even if she is one of the originals, I'd probably have to put her at B. Just regular Chica. As a character, and design-wise, it makes me question why anyone that worked at Freddy Fazbear's ever thought that this would be an animatronic that would not be scary at all. But I guess that was the thing in the 80s. I don't remember this character's name or which game was it. Sister Location? I feel like it might have been. So I'm gonna have to put them there. And same with this one. I don't remember seeing that one at all. Well, there's the hand puppet Bonnie one there. Is this a different reskin, or is this a different character entirely? Well, either way, I wouldn't know anything about it. I don't know anything about this one either. There's so much from Sister Location that I don't know much about, so I think this one's name is Lulbit. I don't know anything about this one other than like from the one jump scare that I saw from like the compilation of jump scares throughout all the FNAF games. And then there's all the ones from Pizzeria Simulator, which I haven't gotten far in this one. Don't really have much to read on their characters. Because if I put them anywhere on their like things I hated, that's not fair. Then I don't know much about them. Oh, but wait! I do know things about Mr. Hippo. I find his jump scares quite entertaining. Even if they do last quite a while. I just find that a funny concept. What is this? This one's also from... Is this also from Pizzeria Simulator? Or Ultimate Custom Nights? I feel like I really should have picked ones that were like one through Sister Location, just to make that more fair. I forgot about this one's existence. You know what, I'm gonna find one that's... Hang on, I'm gonna find one that that just limits to 1 through... That just limits 1 through 6. Or 1 through Pizzeria Simulator, and put most of the Pizzeria Simulator ones in, Okay, I'm gonna have to change the labels on this, because I can't understand what this says. So give me just 1 second. Oh, I didn't mean to move that down. C. Oh, come on. D. I guess this one doesn't really have an F tier. I could always make one myself, but I guess this will have to do. I guess I don't know anything about that one. I'll just make this easy and put a lot of the Pizza Sim ones in the don't know category. Oh, except for Mr. Hippo. You get to stay in B tier. Okay, I guess besides Mr. Hippo, we'll start off with Balloon Boy. I find him irritating. I may be biased because of how much I had to put up with in FNAF 2. Actually, no, I totally am biased. Let's see, I believe this is Fredbear. I never got to encounter Fredbear, but maybe that's because I haven't gotten far in the fourth one. But I'm gonna say B tier. he definitely, I don't know if this is Fredbear or Nightmare Fredbear, but but design-wise, he certainly fits the Nightmare theme going on. I'm gonna skip the Halloween ones until we get to the original version. What is that? Is that Blora? I guess Ballora I'd have to put on C tier. Now we have Springtrap. Or William Afton himself. Design-wise, not bad. Character-wise, I think it's an interesting secret to have in the games by the third one. So I will put him here. Toy Bonnie I will put on S tier. I like the look that he has. He's got the fancy bow tie. Definitely doesn't look as terrifying as the other animatronics, but I like how he looks. Phantom Chica. I haven't had many issues with Phantom Chicas, so I'll put her at C. Oh boy, Phantom Foxy. I hate him. And the Phantom Puppets. Yeah, we'll put him here. Let's see. I think that's supposed to be Withered Chica. So Withered Chica. I would have to put above Phantom Chica. Cause she is definitely more she's definitely more fear-inducing than regular Chica, which I should probably get to regular Chica. I'll put her at B tier. You know, while I'm on the Chica theme going on, Toy Chica. I'm kind of torn between. No, I'll go with here. There will not be any design bias there. That's not gonna work on me. Now, Withered Bonnie. I would have to say A tier. I feel like there's gonna be quite the reveal of like which animatronic I preferred with the originals over the other ones. I can't really see what that one is. Is that another pizzeria? Is that another Pizza Sim one? I can recognize some of the designs there, so. Okay, is this? Okay, that's not regular Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy. There's the regular Golden Freddy. See, the concept I find kind of interesting, but it still kind of feels like. No, actually, that's not fair. I like the concept of a Golden Freddy, at least being more than just a reskin of the regular Freddy. Plus this one would close your game, while the Withered Golden Freddy does not. So he goes below regular Golden Freddy. Okay, next up, Foxy. I'll at least put Foxy over Phantom Foxy. I just have so much trouble with I just have so much trouble with any animatronics that involve that are just like any form of Foxy. And while I'm on the subject, this goes at the bottom. This one was the big reason why I could not get very far in FNAF 2. Let's see, Withered Freddy. I will put him in A tier. I'm kind of confusing myself here, because I don't know if I'm... I think I've lost track of whether or not I'm ranking these based on design, or like how much trouble I've had with them in the actual game. Or the lore behind them. I'm forgetting about these other ones. Oh wait, it's not just characters, there's the purple guy himself, William Afton. I will put him in B tier. No, you have to go in front of Mr. Hippo. There we go. I'm pretty much just doing these in a random order now. Okay, so we got Mangle. I'll put Mangle in C tier. They're at least better than Withered Foxy. We got Toy Freddy. I'll admit, I actually kind of like Toy Freddy more than Withered Freddy. But let's go with the original Freddy Fazbear himself. Where does he belong on here? Actually, you can't go wrong with the original. S tier. Actually, you belong up there too, Toy Freddy. I think this is Phantom Balloon Boy. You gave me a lot of trouble, so you're going here. I don't know this one very well, or this one. Okay, I think that's... yeah, that's the Halloween version of the cupcake. I at least like the jump scare that the cupcake gives in the movies, so... you at least don't get in D tier. So I gotta put the... no, wait, is it fair to put the Halloween one on the same one as the regular version? Probably not. I don't like the Halloween version of the cupcake as much. I will say the cupcake with the Halloween theme of Nightmare Chica, I do like how you could see the fire inside of her. That looks cool. Alright, we got the marionette or the puppet. The concept is interesting. The design is alright. Somewhere on B tier, right here. Okay, we've got Funtime Freddy with the Bonnie puppets. What was the name of it? I don't remember. If only Nat was here to remind me. If only football didn't get in the way. I would have to say B tier. Okay, Funtime Foxy. I have my anti-Foxy bias, but I'll at least take Funtime Foxy over regular Foxy. Okay, this is a different version of the marionette that I'm not as familiar with. What are these versions of Foxy and Mangle? Are these also in Pizza Sim? Yeah, it seemed like it. Wait, what's this Foxy then? I know this means that I'll have to revisit. I know this means that I'll have to revisit Pizzeria Sim at some point, but I really don't want to. Nightmare Freddy. I would have to say B tier, right behind Nightmare Fredbear, or regular Fredbear. I don't know which. This one is Nightmare Fredbear. Okay, this one goes behind the regular Fredbear. I don't know what version of the Mangle that is. I think this is Circus Baby. So I think she belongs... Well, I was moving the image while I haven't even, like, thought of what tier she would go in. Character-wise, a unique concept for the franchise, so I would have to say... I would have to say C tier. Because she's got a unique concept for the franchise, but at the same time, she talks too much. I'm guessing this is the Halloween version of Phantom Bonnie. It's C tier. No, actually, there's that fire effect that I like. The Halloween replacement of the of Plush Trap. Wait, where's Plush Trap? Is that? Oh, that's Plush Trap. Or is it? Did I leave Plush Trap anywhere? Okay, assuming that this is Plush Trap, I'll place him here. Nightmare, the Halloween theme of Balloon Boy will go behind. Another Pizzeria Sim one. I wish I remembered this one's name. I don't think I've encountered this one in the game itself. Okay, and we've got... Okay, and we've got Nightmare Bonnie. I will be placing him... behind Funtime Freddy and Bonnie. But I'll just be moving him up a little. Now we have Nightmare Chica. She'll go here. That was kind of a mess to... That was kind of a mess to get sorted out, but there it is. It just shows that I have more lore to look into. Okay, now to pull up the next one that was suggested to me. So Will has suggested another one, and that one, if I have this in the right order that I added these in, he had suggested Arcs of One Piece. Power scaling, no. Okay, that's a different characters in particular chapters. That's different chapters. I should be specifying this. One Piece arcs. One Piece filler arcs? No. One Piece arcs and filler arcs. I should just go with the manga ones to make this easier. Oh, these only go up to Wano. I guess this will work then. Let me just switch to this. Romance Dawn. That's the first one, right? Because when I used to watch when I at first watched One Piece on Crunchyroll, it was all sorted differently. Because it combined Romance Dawn, Orange Town, Syrup Village, Baratier, and Arlong Park, all to like the East Blue arc. So if it was sorted like that, it'd be easier for me to sort out. But I guess we'll have to go with this one. Romance Dawn, that's the first one. So I would have to say, not just because it's the first one, but it's a pretty good start nonetheless. I'll put that in A tier. Orange Town. I don't know if that was when Zoro was introduced, but I know at some point that's when Nami is introduced. And that did introduce me to Captain Buggy. And I do like him, so that also goes in A tier. Syrup Village. That's when Usopp is introduced. I definitely like that one. I'll put that one, yeah, that will be better sorting. And this one will probably go right... Actually, yeah, right here. Because when I first got introduced to Sanji, he was like one of my favorite of the Straw Hats. And I say was, because he might have been overtaken by another Straw Hat, as I had watched more of the series. Arlong Park. That will... I'd say that's one of my favorites, actually. Rogue Town. Okay, if I remember correctly, that one would be... Okay, yeah, it's all coming back to me. It's a good introduction to more of the lore, so I would put that here. Reverse Mountain. Which one is that one? It had been a while since I watched like a lot of the... It had been a while since I watched a lot of the first part of what's considered the Alabasta saga. Because again, the Crunchyroll sorting, when I watched it there at first, it was hard to tell like the different subdivisions of the different arcs. I'll put Reverse Mountain here. Whiskey Peak, I think that would be... Oh no, wait, is Reverse Mountain the one where we're introduced to Laboon? Yeah, I think that's coming back to me. Whiskey Peak, I'll put here. I should just make a tier for the ones that I don't remember exactly, just to make that easier. Oh, come on. Add a row below. There we go. Because I think it's important to understand that it had been quite a while since I first got introduced to the series. So I'll put this here. Drum Island. This one I know offhand because that's where we got introduced to Chopper. And I do like Chopper. So we'll put that in A tier. Alabasta, that would go above Drum Island. Jaya, why do I not remember that one too well? I wonder if I should just summon Will to help me jog my memory for this. Skypia. This one I remember. This was a fun one. I'll put this right here. Long Ring, Long Land. Oh, that's the one with Captain Foxy. I'd be so... Is this, like... This isn't one of the filler ones, is it? So I think this was the only one where we got introduced to Foxy Pirates. So I will put this right here. Water 7. Oh, this was one of the first arcs that... It was either Water 7 or Annie's Lobby that where it started to really get into quite an emotionally tough area. So both of these, this will definitely be above, I will put this right here, and then Annie's Lobby goes above that. No, actually, yeah, I feel like that's a good spot for Annie's Lobby. Okay, Thriller Bark. Honestly, I may have my bias because of Brooke, my absolute favorite Straw Hat. But I feel like his arc deserves that place up there. Oh, I'm gonna let Will know that I'm doing one of his suggestions. Oh, I can't see the other monitor. The water bottle is in the way. Okay. Sabadi Archipelago. Can't wait for him to join and realize how much I butchered that. I'd say it's a good introduction to like the next couple of arcs before the time skip. But I also have problems with how the animation quality had kind of plummeted a little. I mean, the animation was fine, just that at times I could really see the characters being a little bit off-model. And some parts it was hard to keep up with. Okay, Amazon Lily. I would say just a little above, that one. Impale down. Stuff got really tense in that one. So that one belongs in A tier. I loved the action in that one. A Marineford got even more tense from there. But I think even then, I would put it behind Impale Down. Return to Sabari. This is where the time skip happens. Though I don't think it's much of a strong start to the time skip. Without getting into a lot of detail, that kind of they kind of messed up Sanji a little bit after the time skip. Same with Fishman Island onwards, and up until a certain point. So I'll at least put Fishman Island above that one. Punk Hazard, that was kind of a fun one, honestly. Dressrosa, the one with Don Quixote do Flamingo. Actually, yeah, I will put that above Punk Hazard. I think that's pronounced Zoe. I did find this an interesting one. I'll put this behind Marineford. Whole Cake Island. This is where, at least for the most part, Sanji redeems himself a little. But still, I like that one. Wano Country. Yeah, that definitely belongs up there. Actually, Whole Cake Island. That also goes up there. Oh, I wonder if he's gonna be. Oh, I see. He's busy at the moment. Well, if anything, I just finished ranking all of that, and if he wants to, he can go back on the VOD and on YouTube, and you can go back on the VOD when the stream is done, or go on YouTube to scroll back to when I did this. But in the meantime, I will get the next one ready. So there's one that I have on the list that I have not gotten to. I don't think I've gotten to this one yet. Why don't I go for Mario Kart tracks? Ooh, every Mario Kart track. All Mario Kart courses, even Mario Kart World. I can't rank that one fairly, because I haven't even played Mario Kart World. Every track in Mario Kart, SNES through 8 Deluxe. all Mario Kart circuit ever, up to BCP Wave 6. Ultimate Mario Kart vehicles, Super through Tour. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe characters. Oh, this one's just all Bowser Castles. Hold on, I should probably hydrate first. Give me 1 second. Okay, hydration taken care of. Now I still gotta search for a good, Oh, actually, why don't I start off with the items? Oh, these are all in the... Are these all in the Mario Kart Wii art style? No, not... No, the Super Mario Kart art style is what I meant to say. They're... All the items are designed that way. But yeah, let's give this a look. Okay, so we got the banana. Not a bad item. Decent item, B for banana. Blooper, I would have to say, belongs at the bottom. Though I'm kind of biased with that one because I've played enough Mario Kart to know that if Blooper covers the screen in ink, I'm barely affected by it. Blue Shell, absolute classic. It's an S tier if you're the one throwing it. It's a D tier if you're the one getting hit by it. That's just how things go. The bomb, I think, if I remember correctly, that might have been only in Wii or it was also included in Double Dash. Either way, I would say A tier. I gotta try my luck with... Yes, I'm definitely trying my luck with this particular song. I have no idea if this is gonna be claimed by YouTube, but I know Final Fantasy VII songs did. And I know I can't use those ones. Okay, now where was I? Let's see, the Boo I would have to say... C tier. I like the concept of it stealing an item and going invisible, but I don't know, I just couldn't really get into the use of that item. Let's see, Boomerang, not very useful. Even less useful than the Blooper. Bowser Shell. I think this was another Double Dash exclusive one. Even if I don't play Double Dash that much, I at least like the idea of this one. Let's see, Bullet Bill. What better way for RNG to treat you than by just taking the wheel from you and speeding up? Let's see, the Chain Chomp. Somewhat similar to the Bullet Bill, but not quite. I'll take the Chain Chomp over the banana. Coin, D tier. Not very useful to me, at least. I don't know if there's an official name for this one, but I know some have called it the Crazy 8. I always found this useful. You have one of each item in the game. I think it'll go behind the Bowser Shell. The fake item box. let's be real. Has anyone ever fallen for this when it's not placed next to the other item boxes? Okay, I might have when I was younger. C tier. Very unforgiving if you run into it. Let's see the feather? What did this one do again? I can't seem to remember, so I'll put that there for now. Fire flower. Not as good as a green shell. Speaking of which, green shell, there. Red shell, S tier. Star, S for star. 7 goes below 8. I had realized that I'd done 8, but not 7. Fireball, I believe, is the one that you get if you're playing as Mario and Luigi in Double Dash. I don't remember how this one goes. Concept-wise, I'll put it here. Giant banana, right above the regular banana. Golden mushroom, great way to catch up. So I'll put that here. It definitely goes above the green shell. Because really, it is difficult to hit someone with a green shell. Yoshi egg. Assuming that it works like the red shell. At least, right here. What does the heart do? I really am gonna have to make another tier for this. Oh, I don't mean to rename that. No, that's not what I meant to do. Change that one back. There we are. Yeah, I don't remember what the heart did exactly. Where's there's the feather. Lightning. Very, very unforgiving item if you use that while other people are in midair. It's a great way to make them fail. Mega Mushroom. I missed that one. I wish that one would make a comeback. Mushroom, can never go wrong with the mushroom. Actually, you know what? Golden mushroom goes up there. Piranha plant, I think it's decent. Decent. Palon, that one can work for the lightning one. I mean, like the lightning one, except it only seems to work if you're not in midair. And with that trade-off, I think it goes there. The horn, the boombox, whichever name this goes by. Actually, considering this is the counter to the blue shell and 8, that one definitely goes up there. Wait, is the cape meant to be the same as the Tanuki? Either way, from the few times that I played 7, I didn't really get much use out of the Tanuki one. Oh, the lightning cloud that you get to pass on to others. That was a fun one. Okay, to make this simple, I would just place the ×3 ones next to the original ones. That definitely has a reason for being on S. This for the mushroom. And the green shell. Yes, there we go. Jason doesn't know Soul from Undertale. Souls in Undertale don't smile, Will. Now to get to what I was originally going to search for before, when I was searching for Mario Kart, I meant to search for the different tracks. Oh, this one also has tour ones. So I don't know if that's a fair one. I gotta find ones that are from... Okay, this works. SNES up to 8 Deluxe. They can feel joy. I never would have known. Okay, there are a lot on this one. The amount of images on this one. Wait, would the remakes even count? Is that fair to put on the... Maybe I should only just go for the original versions, and then skip the 8 Deluxe remakes. That way it's a bit more fair. There's a Yakuza event at 8 you'll be watching. That's fair. Oh no, wait, even the SNES ones I can't really rank fairly because I don't even think I've played Super Mario Kart before. Even with the footage I used for that one video, I'm a fraud. Okay, let me just make another one that is never played or never raced on. Seeing if this one can jog my memory a bit. No, that one does not. Okay, this one I remember from 8. So and so. Wait, did I make a mistake here? Did I move that one down by mistake? Okay, there we go. Okay, this one I remember. That one goes up here. Can't say I remember most of the SNES ones. Oh wait, is this the one that I was thinking of? Okay, this is what goes up here. That goes there. I should really just get to the N64 ones already. Would it be fair if I counted this based on like the SRB2 kart version that I played? No, probably not. This is what I get for not respecting the elders. Okay, the Super Mario Kart version of Rainbow Road. Well, it's Rainbow Road, so that goes up here. I think this is Luigi Circuit? Okay, yeah, it is. No, Luigi Raceway. N64 was Luigi Raceway. I'd say this one... it's okay. Not as good as Mario Raceway. Which, this one I like. Oh, this one... What is it with the cursor? I'll take that over the Super Mario Kart Rainbow Road. I don't remember that one too well. Okay, this one I remember. I'll put this one in B tier. I remember it, yet I don't remember the name of it. It has been ages since I last played Mario Kart 64. But there are some tracks that I remember from like ports that were moved on to later games. This one I remember from the Wii. I would always have fun with this one. So that would go here. Okay, that's the N64 Rainbow Road. Which I would say is... I would say it's even better than the Super Nintendo Rainbow Road. Sherbet Land. Not a fan of the ice physics. I like the song though. Now, let's see. Toad's... I think this is Toad's Turnpike. I like the setting of it. Oh, okay, the curse is being weird again. I like the setting of this. And the layout of the track. No, actually, I'll put it right here. That's a better ranking for it. Yeah, I could tell that it's... I could tell that there's a lot that I'm missing out from Mario Kart 64. This one I remember, though, from 8. The Peach Raceway, I think. I don't remember the exact name, but I know that it was Peach themed. I would say low B tier for that one. Again, so many that I do not remember playing. I feel like this one should be familiar to me, but why is it not? Judging by the amount of paths, is this one the Yoshi one that has like the several different paths, like in the 8 version of it? I feel like that's it. It was a confusing one, but a fun one. Okay, the Big Egg, yeah, that is the one. That goes above Toad's Turnpike. This one I don't remember too well. Okay, the Game Boy Advance version of the Bowser's Castle. Is that the one that I played on Wii? Is that the one on the left or the one on the right? I don't remember. Cheese Lane I played on 8. Or was it 8 Deluxe? Kind of an upgrade of 8. But, the cheese bias is getting to me. Right there. You know, now that it just came to me, if I go down to 8 and find Neo Bowser City, I just need to get that out of the way. Okay, so many of the Game Boy Advance ones I don't remember too well. Except for this one that I played on the Wii. It was okay. There's a lot that I missed out on the Game Boy Advance one. Did the multiplayer of that work, like, with the... Was there that linking device between Game Boy Advances that allowed for multiplayer? How did that work? Because I feel like that was it. Okay, so it was the cable. I think this is Luigi Race... No, Luigi Circuit. That one is one that I like. That one goes here. Okay, if I remember, this one is Peach Beach. I think that was the name of this one. I like the layout of it and the song that's on it. But then there's the enemies that kind of but then there's those enemies that I don't like. Baby Park. It's a very unique idea, so even if the layout is NASCAR, I like the idea of it being the only track with like 8 laps. Okay, is this Try Dry Desert, or am I thinking of a different one? I think I know which one this is, I just don't remember the name exactly. You gotta forgive me, it's been a while since I played Double Dash. It's not my absolute favorite Mario Kart. I feel like I know which one this is, yet another one that I don't know the name of. But I do remember liking that one. Okay, Mario Circuit. This one I remember playing on both Double Dash and the Wii version. It belongs somewhere in. I will place this above Super Nintendo Rainbow Road. Daisy Cruiser. Honestly, I like this one. Waluigi Stadium. That one. And I'll put it right behind Daisy Cruiser. There's something I like about the idea of racing on a big cruise. I don't remember this one too well. Okay, this one I remember from 8. I'd say this is a B tier. Yoshi Circuit. It's a good track, and I like how the layout is just one big Yoshi. I don't think it's better than the one with than the big egg. Grumble Volcano, an absolute classic. A tier. I think this is Wario Stadium, which I don't remember too well. Was it Dino Falls? Dino Hills? I don't remember the name of this, but I know which one this is. It was kind of average. Not really much that stood out to me besides the dinosaurs. You know what? Considering this song just came up, now I have to skip straight to the one that to the track that this song is for. Where is it? Where is Daisy Circuit? I really like the song for this one. As for the other factors of this, yeah, at least low B tier. Love the song though. Okay, what was the next one that I was looking for? Wait, what? These are the same GameCube ones. Are these just repeats? That's weird. Okay. The GameCube version of Bowser's Castle. I like how there's a big Mecha Bowser, but compared to the Wii one, no, actually, I do kind of lean towards the way that the Mecha Bowser works in that one. It's a lot more stiff, like an actual robotic Bowser, like a giant robot Bowser, and I like that aspect. So I think that goes here. The GameCube version of Rainbow Road. If I could rank this based off of that, if I could rank this based off of the song alone, and the version of the song that has the lyrics that one guy made, I don't remember his name, but if I were to rank this based off of just that one song, it would be an S tier. But I don't remember the track too well. Song-wise, A tier. Song-wise with the lyrics, S tier. I still find myself listening to that every now and then. And it'll get stuck in my head. Okay, this one I don't remember too well. This one I remember. It was nothing to write home about. Okay, I feel like I should remember that one. Is that Luigi's Mansion? Okay, yeah, I think it is. That one definitely goes up there. Actually above the Ghost Valley. I don't remember that one too well. Delfino Square. I'd say that one at least goes behind Baby Park. There's something I like about that one. Waluigi Pinball. You know it. I can't tell what that one is. So that would probably have to go there. Don't remember that one too well. Is that TikTok Clock? I don't recall this version of the track too much. But I like the 8 version, so if it was just the 8 version, it'd be going up here. The DS version I don't remember too well. Not sure I remember this one. Okay, the airship I remember. I'll take that over Peach Beach. Don't remember that one. Peach Garden. I like the song of this one. The track itself, it's alright. It's better than C tier, but not too average. Don't remember this one. Don't remember the DS version of... I don't remember the DS version of Rainbow Road. There's a lot of repeats here, so we just move those here. I could be saying that I never played these, but the thing is, there are a lot of these that I have played. I don't know where I was going with my train of thought. Mario Circuit for the Wii. Nothing spectacular. It's your average Mario racetrack. Moo Moo Meadows. I think that's Moo Moo Meadows. I would consider better than this track. Mushroom Gorge. That's a fun one. Yeah, I'd probably put that behind Waluigi Stadium and Daisy Cruiser. I always liked the idea of like being able to bounce off of some of the mushrooms, even if sometimes that would get me off track. Toad's Factory. I honestly like this one more than Mushroom Gorge. Oh no, wait! I'm a fool. The one that I ranked earlier wasn't Mario Circuit. That was Luigi Circuit. There's Mario Circuit. This one I like more than Luigi Circuit. Actually, there. No, wait. There. That's better. Coconut Mall. I think we all know where that... Sir? I think we all know where that goes. An absolute classic. Was this DK Falls? I don't remember the name of this one, but I do really like this one. Is it better than Mushroom Gorge? No, not quite. Actually, it is better than Mushroom Gorge, and I like it more than Toad's Factory as well. Even more than Waluigi Stadium. Alright, so what's the next one? Wario's Gold Mine. I always have fun with this one. S tier. Koopa Cape, I think this one was named. Yeah, that goes here. I think it's gonna be clear which Mario Kart game was the first one I've ever played, judging by these rankings. Okay, Maple Tree Way. I like it, but it's not one of my absolute favorites. I like being able to race on trees, but the Wigglers kind of take away the fun from this one for me. Another volcano one. I know which one this is, I just don't remember the exact name. Actually, yeah, I like that better than Peach Beach. Dry Ruins. I don't have much of an attachment to the desert themed ones, honestly. Moonview Highway. This may seem like a difficult one, but I do like this one. Bowser's Castle for the Wii. This has a more animated Bowser's rock animatronic statue thing. And I like that aspect, but I think the GameCube version does that aspect a bit better. Okay, the Wii version of Rainbow Road. If it was me at the age of 10 or 12 ranking this, probably be an F tier out of spite. But I'd say it's one of my actually, yeah, it's my favorite Rainbow Road out there. Yeah, those are the ones that I've played before. Okay, here are some of the 3DS ones. Don't remember that one too well. Or that one. I briefly remember this one. Not much about it stands out to me. I like it more than the desert tracks, though. Okay, this one I remember from Mario Kart 8. So ranking that based off of the Mario Kart 8 version, it's okay. Okay, there's the one that takes place on Woohoo Island. And I really like the idea of this one. I wish this would have been a track I wish this would have been a track that could have been brought back on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Oh, excuse me, I gotta take care of this. Okay, it got removed from the restream chat. I don't know if that works across the different streams, but yeah, maybe that worked. Assuming that it did. Okay, what was the next one I was going with? Peach's Castle. You'd have to wonder why they would allow the entire castle to be reconstructed into a racetrack. I will never understand why or how they made that possible. Music Park. I at least like that more than Mario Circuit for the Wii. No, actually over that one and over Grumble Volcano. No, wait, that's not Grumble Volcano. One of the volcano tracks. Okay, there's Neo Bowser City. I already ranked this one. But yeah, that deserves to be there. Okay, there's one of the original 3DS ones. Yeah, I like this one. Not as good as the airship, but it's a fun one, judging from the version of that I played on 8. I think this is another 3DS exclusive. Which I believe deserves to... I feel like this should be on around the same place as Woohoo Island. There we go. Yeah, a lot of these are getting to remakes. I don't remember the name of this one, but I know which one this is. And it's honestly... not my favorite. I know which one this is, don't remember the name. It's okay. kind of skipping ahead a little bit because I'm just noticing ones that stand out to me. Electrodome. It feels kind of out of. It feels kind of out of place for. I'll put it in B tier. I like it, but it feels out of place for some reason. Okay, this one I like. It's like a Toad version of San Francisco. Only without the feces on the streets. Okay, this is one of the ones where the weird gravity mechanic was introduced. And I like how they introduced that in this one. So that goes up here. Nope. Right there. Let's see the 8th version of Rainbow Road. Doesn't really stand out as much as the Wii version or the N64 version. I feel like I should remember which one this is. Okay, this one I remember. Not bad. We got the airport. I at least like that more than Electrodome. No, actually, a little bit less than Electrodome. I'll move that there as well. Because I don't like that as much as the San Francisco one. This one deserves to be on A tier. I'm just now remembering the name of this one, Mount Wario. There's just something I like about the tracks that'll have like each lap being a different part of the track. I like racetracks that do that, not just the usual formula. I don't remember the name of this one, but this one was alright. I'll put that there. This one it doesn't stand out as much to me, honestly. Yeah, there's just some of the remakes again. Again, it's hard for me to get into the desert ones. The 8 version of Bowser's Castle. I mean, it's not bad. I just don't enjoy it as much as the other Bowser Castle. Bowser Castle wise, it'd be like C or D tier. As its own, not bad. Okay, I think this one's Hyrule. I like the unique idea behind this one. So this would be somewhere in B tier, even if it is Zelda themed. Kind of a little bit basic as a racetrack in some aspects. This one, I don't know if it's a... Oh no, wait, judging by the ramps there, it's not a remake. So I would say, yeah, behind Bowser's Castle for 8. Got another underwater one. D tier for that one. Not much of a fan of that one. Okay, this one I like, both by the concept and the design of the racetrack. Just behind Mount Wario. Okay, this one was definitely one of the originals from 8, I think. So that will go a little bit behind. Where's the Maple Treeway? Was that an A tier or B tier? Oh shoot! I don't even know where it is. Oh well. It'll go here for now. I know this is the Animal Crossing themed one. I don't know how the switches between the different seasons of the track work exactly. But I don't mind it. Okay, I gotta turn down the volume of this one. I feel like that's overpowering on OBS. What was another one I was looking for? Okay, that's another remake. Oh, I don't remember the name of this one, but I do like this one. This will go in front of the Zelda one. No, in front of... Yeah, even the airship one. Oh, no, wait, and this one. And this one. You know what? It goes above that one, too. Yeah, that's the remake of Peach Gardens. The subway. Oh, there it is. Just behind that one. Here we got, oh wait, I gotta go with this one first. This one doesn't stand out to me as much. It at least goes in front of the desert ones. I said in front of the desert ones, thank you. Where was another one that I was looking for? Okay, I think this one was one of the ones in 8. I like this one more than the... Actually, yes, more than Cheeseland. More than Luigi Circuit. Okay, there's Mute City. That one I would say goes in B tier above Peach Beach. Now where's the other F-Zero themed one? It's gotta be here somewhere. It's a remake of the N64 Rainbow Road. Is that it? I can't tell. But you know what? I think I'm satisfied with this. And with that being said, I will look for another one. So let me just get to the list and find which other one that I put on here. Okay, what if we go with SpongeBob episodes? And just to make this even more fair, we will stick with the pre-movie seasons, because everyone knows those ones. We just gotta find the ones that are seasons 1 through 3. No, I'm not looking for all episodes. Season 1 episodes with a thumbnail that's not even from a Season 1 episode. You know, maybe I should judge these by, like... I really should judge them by, like, the seasons themselves. So, like, one tier list that'll be Season 1, one tier list that'll be Season 2, and another that'll be Season 3. I think that's fair. Yeah, let's go with that. So we've got the first one, Season 1, with the first episode being Help Wanted. I'd say it's a great introduction to SpongeBob. Goes an S for SpongeBob. Reef Blower. This one had no dialogue whatsoever. If I were to show this to someone that had never seen an episode of SpongeBob before, it'd be kind of a weird introduction. So it's not bad, just feel like it'd be a weird introduction. Let's see. Tea at the Tree Dome. This one's another good one. And who could forget the classic, I don't need it. Definitely don't need it. I don't need it. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Bubble Stand. I'd say it at least goes in front of Reef Blower. Red Pants, that's another A tier. And I love the song in that one. Jellyfishing. Behind Ripped Pants. Plankton, a great introduction to Plankton. But I'm not quite sure where this would rank. Yeah, actually, yeah, B tier would be fitting for that. Shut your mouth, you mediocre clarinet player. Okay, that was it. I'm usually better with that Plankton voice. I gotta think of a different line. Hear me, crabs. There we go. Thought I lost it at first. Naughty Nautical Neighbors. Behind Plankton is where I feel like it would fit. Boating School. I would say it would be at least in front of Bubble Stand, but behind Naughty Nautical Neighbors. Pizza Delivery. Who could forget about the Krusty Krab pizza. After all, it is the pizza for you and me. A tier. No. S tier. Home Sweet Pineapple. This one was okay. Not really much to write home about. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. I would always have fun with this one. Put it behind Red Pants, but in front of jellyfishing. Pickles. I would say in front of Plankton. The Hall Monitor! Where would the Hall Monitor go? You know, in front of Nautical Neighbors. That makes sense to me, at least. Jellyfish Stand. That had a great song and a good episode. Even if the song was pretty much just a knockoff of Get Ready for This by 2 Unlimited. I'll put this over Jellyfishing. Sandy's Rockets. Honestly, not a big fan of this one. Squeaky Boots. This one was okay. Not as disliked as Sandy's Rocket to me. Nature Pants. I'll give him 11 minutes. Honestly, below Home Sweet Pineapple. Opposite Day. I would say... You know what? That goes above Pickles. Culture Shock. Behind Hall Monitor, but in front of Nautical Neighbors. Fun. I would say behind Nautical Neighbors. Muscle Bob Buff Pants. I had to try to remember which one this was named, but then I looked at the title behind that. Ah, welcome. Doing tier lists of multiple things. So there hasn't been like an exact theme for a lot of these. I just like had a list of ones that I thought about doing today, or tonight, I should say. And most of them were, there's like quite a few that were at the request of my friend, but some I had thought about redoing since it had been years since I did the last tier list Tuesday. So here I am doing it as a VTuber. I did this once before as a PNG tuber, and even before I had any kind of avatar whatsoever. Right, Muscle Bob Buff Pants. Not as good as Squeaky Boots, in my opinion. Squidward the Unfriendly Ghost. There's always the one gag from that episode that'll always get me by surprise, and that earns it the place above. That earns it the B tier for me. One watermelon, fresh from the manure fields, your spookiness. The Chaperone. I would say above Muscle Bob Buff Pants, but behind Squeaky Boots. Let's see, Employee of the Month. Memes. I don't think I'm ranking this based off of memes, but if I were to, I think I'd have a good idea of which one of these would be based off of, would be up there. 67? I have no idea what that means. Employee of the Month would go At least in front of Muscle Bob Buff Pants. Yeah, I feel like that's a good place for it. Scaredy Pants. A decent Halloween episode. I Was a Teenage Gary. The concept of like that snail medicine turning both of them into a snail. I always found that unsettling as a kid. But I'll put it in low B tier. SB129, I love that one. I would have so many memories. Looking back at this DVD that I had, and I would always look forward to getting to the episodes Ripped Pants and SB129 from that particular season. Yeah, I'm breaking episodes of Season 1, and then afterwards I'll get to Season 2 and Season 3. Karate Choppers. It's okay of an episode. I at least like the fact that I at least like the idea of them chopping so many sandwich ingredients that they were able to successfully make a sandwich. Sleepy Time. Just goes to show that SpongeBob never, not even in their dreams, does SpongeBob ever leave them alone. Let's see, above Teenage Gary. Actually, above Scaredy Pants as well. I've come for your pickle. Suds. I'm honestly not a big fan of episodes where the main character is sick. Never have been, and probably never will. Valentine's Day. I defy you, Heartman! That alone gets it a B tier. You going to bed soon? Alright. You have a good sleep then. The Paper. I like the creativity of this one and how many things SpongeBob can do. Yeah, that's fair. I like the amount of creativity that SpongeBob can have with the paper. And how anytime that Squidward tries to have fun with it, he just doesn't have the imagination that SpongeBob has. Let's see, the Paper I feel like would be in front of Scaredy Pants, but behind Sleepy Time. $11.35. I got you. Well, what happened to the playlist? Did it automatically stop? Hey, I didn't say the playlist could stop. There we go. Let's see, Arg. I couldn't have been the only one as a kid that really wanted to play that Pirate Treasure game. That Pirate Treasure board game. I think someone has made that into an actual thing in Tabletop Simulator. I'd have to check. A for Arg. Rock Bottom. That would go in B tier, but in front of Culture Shock, but behind Valentine's Day. Texas. Such a classic song in that episode. But honestly, behind Scaredy Pants, in front of I Was a Teenage Gary. Walking Small, the other episode with Plankton. Let's see. Yeah, that goes there. Fools in April. Behind I Was a Teenage Gary. The small pranks I would like, but But how Squidward would take it, eh. Neptune Spatula. It's okay. I'd say it's about right here. Hooky, also okay. Behind Neptune Spatula, actually also behind the Chaperone. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 2. Also a B tier one. Okay, so we got season 1. Now give me a moment and I shall find season 2. I searched for SpongeBob Season 2, and one of the first results is The Simpsons Seasons 16 through 30. That's not what I was looking for at all. Half of Season 2 and another half of Season 2? That feels so out of place. Where's all of Season 2? I want to be able to rank these fairly. Season 2 all songs? That's not what I'm looking for. Second season, there we go. Okay. There. Squid's Day Off. I'd say... honestly, C tier. Procrastination. It's a relatable one and a good one. I'm not sure how many of you know about the deleted scene that was included, but I find it funny how instead of like including just parts of that scene where there could have been more context behind the sound of where there could have been like more context behind SpongeBob suddenly getting that motivation, and instead they just completely cut the whole scene out, which I think had to do with the fact that Patrick was rubbing some kind of suntan lotion on Sandy, and I guess they thought that he was unhooking something, which they could have just cut that part out, but instead they cut the whole scene out. So it's just like, gee, this is harder than I thought, and then all of a sudden, I can feel this Jesus pumping now! Such a weird cut. Life of Crime. Oh, the one with the stolen balloon. At least above Squid's Day Off. Pressure. The classic allegory of boys versus girls. So, below Squid's Day Off. Welcome to the Chum Bucket. I could sense that episode getting some kind of a resurgence just because of being just because of where that one meme comes from, with the robot SpongeBob voice saying something else. Imitation Crabs. Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formuoli. Actually, that goes above this. I'm with Stupid. I would say below Welcome to the Chum Bucket. Shanghai. I much prefer the original version, otherwise known as the You Wish special, that had like the different endings. If you have like access to the season 2 DVD, you might be able to find the original version of Shanghai. But the episode itself, not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Something Smells. I always liked that one. Though I would never eat that sundae. Squid on Strike. Yeah, Squidward. Yeah, Squidward. Go with that ranking. Gary Takes a Bath. Yeah, I feel like that's a good place for it. Dying for Pie. Just behind Gary takes a bath. Big pink loser. Behind dying for pie. I'm your biggest fanatic. Hi, Kevin. I like that one. The Fry Cook games. This was such a fun concept. I like this one. Actually, S tier. Yeah, that's a good place for it. I like the I like the concept of it. I like the different jokes in that one. Artist unknown. The origin of Bold and Brash. That alone makes it belong in A tier, not the trash. The Smoking Peanut. C tier. Sailor Mouth. Imagine it. I feel like this was a lot of kids' introduction to cussing. I'd be surprised if they still run this on reruns on Nickelodeon. Band Geeks, S tier, you know it. An absolute classic. Pre-hibernation week. I missed one, but I'll get to that in just a second. At least in front of Big Pink Loser, but behind Dying for Pie. Krusty Love. I'll put that above... I'll put that in front of Squid on Strike. Wormy. Honestly, not the biggest fan of this one. I'll put it behind Pressure. Squirrel Jokes. Quite an allegory for jokes about particular groups that would not be a fan of certain jokes about them, and how how others would perceive them as well. Actually, yeah, this is a more fair spot. Patty Hype. They remind me of home. Above Procrastination, but behind Shanghai. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 3. I think this is the one with the super acquaintances. I really like that one. Survival of the Idiots. At least above Big Pink Loser. I can imagine the Survival of the Idiots taking place right before pre-hibernation week. Imagine if that was the case. I know continuity isn't a thing with SpongeBob, but imagine if it was in that order. Bubble Buddy, I would say A tier. Dude, he made me experience high tide! Christmas Who. A great Christmas episode, and I think that puts it in front of Welcome to the Chum Bucket. Squidville, another good one. I would put that behind Christmas Who. The Secret Box. Behind Big Pink Loser. Your Shoes Untied. I don't feel strongly towards that one. And I'm not just saying that because I never learned how to tie my shoes. I was always the kind that would prefer the elastic laces. And could not be bothered. I could not be bothered to actually sit down and do that. Grandma's Kisses. Above Your Shoes Untied, but behind Squid's Day Off. Jellyfish Hunter. Let's see, above Pre-Hibernation Week. Sandy, SpongeBob, and the Worm. Let's see. In front of pre-hibernation week, but not as good as Jellyfish Hunter. Graveyard Shift, the one with the hash-slinging slasher. I put this one on A tier. At night. Bossy Boots. Let's see. At least above Life of Crime. Frankendoodle, the Doodle Bob episode. Another classic. Dumped. At least in front of Wormy. No free rides. I'm trying to remember which one that is. I know that's one with Mrs. Puff. Is that the one with the... Okay, it's coming back to me. I know which one this is. This one is the one with Mrs. Puff and the ski mask. And the educational television. So, with that being said, this one will go... Actually, yeah, above Shanghai. Okay, we've got Season 2. And now, finally, we get to Season 3. So let me just find, oh, best and least favorite SpongeBob Season 3 episodes. Okay, let me just change Amazing to S tier to make it easier to tell. Alright, there we are. Why does this have a play icon on it? They just screenshot this from a streaming website? Okay, The Sponge Who Could Fly, the lost episode. I would say B tier. Missing Identity. Not much I can remember from... Well, I can remember a lot of that one, just not worth remembering that much, honestly. The Bully. The one with Flats of Flounder. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? I like that one. My Pretty Seahorse. There's at least one gag in that one that moves it to B tier. It's the one involving the coin slot. Ugh, the BC episode. Not bad, but at least behind... No, actually above the Pretty Seahorse. No, actually above the lost episode. Yeah, there we go. Krusty Krab training video? S tier. Absolutely. No second thoughts. Schoolyard Returns. Yeah, I would say above My Pretty Seahorse, and no, actually above The Sponge Who Could Fly, and above the BC episode. Crabborg, the one with robot crabs, the one that goes beep boop boop bop boop boop bop. Or what's the thing of beep boop boop bop boop boop beep? Oh well. A tier. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 4. Is that the one with the... Is that the one with the belt? Am I gonna have to look this up? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm actually going to have to do a search for this. Oh no, wait. The fifth one was the one with the... The fifth one was the one with the super acquaintances. The third one was the one with Man Ray. I still like the Man Ray episode though. I'm keeping that where it belongs. So let's just get back here and put that one here. Oh wait, that's the utility belt one. This one goes up here. This one at least goes here for the concept of Wumbo. Born Again crabs. At least above my pretty seahorse. SpongeBob meets the Strangler. In front of Missing Identity. The Great Snail Race. Honestly, behind Missing Identity. No weenies allowed. A tier. Party Pooper Pants. Honestly, not a big fan of this one. Can you spare a dime? So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one. Not actually above that one. And this one. And this one. Plankton's Army. Above My Pretty Seahorse. The Nasty Patty. Above the BC episode. Pranks a Lot. At least in front of the Strangler. I'm noticing that a lot of the more recent Season 3 episodes have gotten on C tier so far. Club SpongeBob. Low B tier. But actually above My Pretty Seahorse, just for the concept of the magic conch shell. Clams. Behind Club SpongeBob. Chocolate with Nuts. S tier. No questions. Idiot Box. I really like how much imagination there is with the cardboard box. So that has it go up to A tier. Midlife Crustacean, the episode that no longer airs on TV because of the panty raid. So if you think about it, everyone got to miss the panty raid. Don't clip that out of context. Midlife Crustacean goes here. Yes, above, actually, yeah, right here. I consider it better than the Nasty Patty, and actually better than William Returns. I missed that episode already. But it is still, even without it rerunning on Nickelodeon, it is still possible to watch it with the Season 3 DVD. And other methods. The camping episode. It taught me how to avoid a sea bear. But I think it still belongs in C. I had an accident. That Penny is always going to have the most beautiful voice. Behind, actually in front of My Pretty Seahorse. Rockabye by a Valve. I finally know how to pronounce that title. After 20 years, I finally found out. I will put it in front of Club SpongeBob. New Student Starfish. Behind My Pretty Seahorse. The algae's always greener. In front of New Student Starfish. Sponge Guard on duty. Behind the algae's always greener. Wet Painters. Where will that go? Honestly, In front? No, in behind. No. In front of My Pretty Seahorse. Doing time. That one was the one where Mrs. Puff ends up in prison. In front of the BC episode, but behind Nasty Patty. Just One Bite. I remember this one. But here's the question. Who remembers a deleted scene from that episode? The one with all the gas and the matches. Which, from what I can tell, had to have been deleted from... It had to have been, like, removed from the episode either because of the destruction that was going on during the time, because of a particular tragedy that was going on during that year, or it had to do with the fact that there was fire on a match despite it being underwater. Hey, if we're underwater, how could there be a... Okay, but anyways, above Midlife Crustacean, Krabbyland. I don't care about the children. I just care about their parents' money. They just accidentally predicted Nickelodeon there. Behind New Student Starfish. As seen on TV. At least in front of Krabbyland. I'll give it that. Snowball Effect. This introduced me to how much fun snowball fights can be. And for that, it definitely deserves S tier. One Crab's Trash. With the #1 soda drinking hat. I would definitely want one of those hats. But what would I use it with? Either water or Orange G0. Not Prime, though. I think that'll be good. Alright, we've got all the episodes of Season 3. And we've been going on for that long. And I think that'll be a good time to call it there. This was an interesting one to do. And who knows, maybe when I do another one of these, I'll get another person to join me for these, so they can also offer what opinion they may have for this. But yeah, that is the end of the stream. Thank you to those that have joined. If you want to keep up to the stream, if you want to keep up with the streams that I do, I tend to stream at least once a week at around 6 or 7 p.m. PST on YouTube and Twitch under the name JPS Freak. I also got a Twitter and a Blue Sky that I sometimes post on. I may be doing another stream this weekend, maybe, but we'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, other than that, thank you once again for tuning in whenever. I will see you all very soon. Have a good night, have a good day. I'm trying to think of that line. Have a good morning, or a good afternoon, or a good evening, or good night, whatever it is in your time zone. See you whenever I see you.